So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're all watching this from. We are back again for the 2025 Formula 1 Dutch Grand Prix qualifying session. Use of this Watchalong, it does matter. It does matter now, as this will set the grid for the big race, for the big Grand Prix, the big race tomorrow. Round 15 out of 24 of this Formula 1 season, the 75th anniversary Formula 1 season, where this season we're seeing two teammates battle out for their first World Championship, first Driver Championship. The point gap is tight. It is 9 points between Piastri and Norris. Piastri having the advantage. Norris winning the last Grand Prix. Lando Norris has looked comfortable so far in the practice sessions, so everyone will be pointing towards Lando Norris qualifying on pole for this Grand Prix. But will we see a surprise? Will we see a surprise qualifying session? Who knows? But in terms of my qualifying prediction for this Grand Prix, as the pressure starts to mount, as it's now done full blast from now to the end of the season in this F1 title race, my qualifying prediction goes by this. I think Lando Norris, he was very comfortable in the practice sessions. You don't fancy Norris to get pole position here. He's won here last season as well. So I think Norris will qualify on pole. Piastri, I think Piastri will qualify second. Verstappen will qualify third. I'm the door for Fernando Alonso to have a brilliant qualifying session and qualifying fourth. I think he will, I think Alonso's got a good opportunity to punch above his weight in this qualifying session. I think Russell will qualify fifth. The two Ferraris, sixth and seventh. I can't see Hamilton get knocked out early again. If Hamilton gets knocked out early, then he may as well just call it quits. I think Alonso's teammate Lance Stroll will qualify in eighth. Aston Martin's development will continue, people. They'll continue. I think Sainz and I think the two Williams drivers will be 9th and 10th. So I think Kimi Antonelli and Yuki Tsunoda will be the two drivers to miss out on qualifying 3, in my opinion. So that is my qualifying prediction. And yeah, qualifying 1 is about to get underway. Every qualifying session from now to the end of the season is massive. Every race is now massive from now to the end of the season in this title race. I should actually put qualifying 1, shouldn't I? And qualifying 1 is underway. What am I doing? There we go. I'm definitely going to leave my qualifying prediction up there. And obviously qualifying 1 is now underway. And qualifying 1 will go across your screen, across your ticker. But obviously I won't be putting qualifying 2 then qualifying 3 all the time, because I do need to put like the qualifying 1 in your mates and drivers in there. Yuki Tsunoda is the first one out on track. Struggled in practice, didn't he, Yuki Tsunoda? Practice 2 was probably his best session. As Max Verstappen is on the screen. Can Max Verstappen get pole position in front of his own crowd? It would take something, wouldn't it, for Max Verstappen to even split the two McLarens, to be honest with you. But then the track is dry. There's no sign of rain yet. They don't just say, yeah, there's not really any sign of rain. Even though everyone said it was supposed to be raining this weekend in Sanford. To be honest, I hope it doesn't rain. I don't want it to rain for the Corn Free tomorrow because I'd rather, because of my Watchalong schedule, because I'll be doing the Raphael Arsenal after it as well. So hopefully it's dry tomorrow. As we see, Oi Berman, the wind is a bit dustier. Ocon says it is windy. It is windy in Sanford. As we see, Oi Berman on the lap time here. He does a 24.156 for the first sector. What time can he put up for the middle sector? .49.091. Charles Leclerc has expectedly done quicker than Oi Berman in the first sector. As Yuki Tsunoda with a 110.6691, Perdazzi 110.981, Toro Pinto 111.132, Ocon with a 111.183, Oi Berman with who is 4 tenths quicker than Yuki Tsunoda with a 110.262, as Hulkenberg has done third with a 110.865, as we see Charles Leclerc three tenths slower than Oi Berman. Lewis Hamilton's done purple in the first sector, purple in the second sector, and Hamilton is at the moment going to be the quickest here. Not by much. On this quats. I think that is Jan Stroll, is it? Yep, Jan Stroll once again. Jan Stroll, oh, great. That's my prediction on then, isn't it? I said Jan Stroll to make qualifying 3, and he ends up bloody crossing into the barriers in qualifying. Luckily, he's got his car out. So Jan Stroll will bring the car back in. So let's see what happened here with Jan Stroll. Yeah, he went on. Jan Stroll just went onto the cracks, didn't he? His front, just went onto the cracks, which caused him to spin. Let's see the damage. Basically half of his front wing. Half of Jan Stroll's front wing has came off. It's the side paws I will be concerned about for Jan Stroll. Because you can easily get a front wing. You can easily repair a front wing quite easily. But yeah, Hamilton with a 110.224 is the quickest so far. Verstappen has beaten Hamilton's first sector. But yeah, not good for Jan Stroll, is it? Crashing twice. Once in practice and once now in qualifying. But this time, he can definitely bring the car back. As Max Verstappen does 4 tenths quicker than Lewis Hamilton in the middle sector, which is expected. As we see Max Verstappen now, Max Verstappen does 4 tenths quicker than Lewis Hamilton with a 109.754. But obviously qualifying one is all about avoiding the elimination zone, isn't it? Let's be real. So Jan Stroll, Lando Norris, Piastri, Russell, Sainz, Hadjar, Alonso, Lawson, Anthony and Bortoleto are still the only drivers still yet to set it up at that time. Showing you the Stroll class again. You have to focus really from Jan Stroll. It's a lack of focus from Jan Stroll, not realising that his front left tyre was on the grass, which obviously causes you to spin, or on the dirt. Yeah, the side pods might be, the side of his car might be a bit of a concern as well for Jan Stroll. But still 10 minutes remaining for qualifying 1 for Q1, of course. As George Russell and Lando Norris are now setting their lap times. George Russell 2 tenths slower than Max Verstappen at this current stage. And George Russell does 3 tenths slower than Max Verstappen. As we see Lando Norris now about to cross the line here on his first lap. And it is a 109.469 for Lando Norris, 2 tenths quicker than Max Verstappen. Oscar Piastri is 1 tenth slower than his teammate Lando Norris, as Piastri goes up to second. As we see Fernando Alonso, the next man to cross the line, does 4 quickest with a 109.950. Only 4 tenths off Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso. So a good lap time from him. But like I said, it's only qualifying 1. Different compound soft tyres, isn't it? As we see Bortoleto go 1 tenth quicker than Perdazzi, as Bortoleto looks to get out of the racing zone. Obviously, that's the last time to beat is Perdazzi, who is above that safety mark, but not for any longer, because Nico Hulkenberg is now the man above the racing zone. Now it's Yuki Tsunoda. You see the lap time Bortoleto then set here. He goes up to 14th, Bortoleto. That ain't going to be enough, in my opinion. Charles Leclerc is down 15th. So yeah, my prediction could be in the bin already. My qualifying prediction could well be in the bin. But he's on a lap time, to be fair. Charles Leclerc is on a lap, so it should move above. It should move off a few paces. As he does 1 tenth quicker than Bortoleto in the middle sector. Liam Lawson looks like he's got floor damage. And Charles Leclerc only 14th. Oh dear. And Lewis Hamilton must have backed out. Yeah, Hamilton backed out of the lap. So currently in the racing zones, Bortoleto, Tsunoda, Colapinto, Ocon, and Lance Stroll. They're still fits in Lance Stroll's car car at Aston Martin, they don't need to get a move on, because he is currently in the Mason zone. Charles Leclerc is at Wits though. Actually, both Ferraris are at Wits. I don't think they ever stood enough either for Hamilton. As you see, replay of Jim Lawson. Yeah, Jim Lawson went over the curve. He went over the curve, which can cause floor damage to the car. Oh yeah, fuck now, he skidded across, didn't he? Lewis Hamilton went on the travel, which is why he backed out after that time. So yeah, my qualifying prediction's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good at the moment, apart from the obvious. Leclerc, Hamilton and Stroll could all be in trouble already in qualifying 1. They're only done that 1 lap, the rest of these drivers. They're only done that 1 lap, like 1 flying lap. Obviously, they will have a warm-up lap first to obviously save battery for the flying lap and warm the tyres up, and then ahead of the flying lap. But yeah, the McLarens are alright. The McLarens don't need to worry, do they? About getting eliminated. So the McLarens can just chill out, really. Along with Verstappen and a few others. Bit up to Carl then. 4 minutes remaining of qualifying 1. Bortoletto, Tsunoda, Toro Pinto, Ocon and Dan Stroll are all in the Mason zone at this current stage. At Wits is Albon, Leclerc, Sainz, Berman and Hamilton, in my opinion. Maybe Dawson and Hulkenberg as well. And yeah, just like Dan Stroll. Dan Stroll is eliminated. The time fits Dan Stroll's car. So that's Dan Stroll. Well, that's put my prediction of Dan Stroll to make qualifying 3 in the bin. Thanks for that, Stroll. Thanks for that. Yeah, because the way he crashed his car, which was the front wing, then a little bit of damage to the side pods, no chance in make it back out. So that's my Dan Stroll prediction in the bin, because he will be starting from the back of the grid. So he's definitely eliminated. As you see, also Piastri can just chill out. Fucking hell. It's not like that. So for me, Norris, Verstappen, and Alonso. Fucking hell, Dadsey's up there. Bloody hell. This is what I'm saying about Dadsey. Very underrated, isn't he? But from 11th down to 20th, I think they're all in trouble of potentially getting eliminated in qualifying 1. Maybe Lawson as well, because of Lawson's floor damage. But Norris, Piastri, Verstappen, Alonso, Antonelli, Russell, Dadsey, I think they're all safe. Maybe Hadger as well. As we see, Piastri set a 109.338, still quickest in qualifying 1 at his current stage. Going 1/10 quicker than Lando Norris. As we see, Alex Albon set his first sector Only 5 thousandths of a second off Oscar Piastri in the first sector. Tyrrell Antonelli has done up to 5th. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. So this is all it is now. It's on this gap for a lot of these drivers. Well, for most of these drivers, apart from the ones at the top who are very much safe from being eliminated. I think that was Hadjo who went up to 7th. Sainz is up to 8th. Oscar Piastri. It's fucking Oscar Piastri. What am I on about? Alex Albon. Alex Albon up to 5th. So yeah, the Williams, good lap time from Albon. He should be safe. As we see, Charles Leclerc trying to avoid the elimination zone. Same with Lewis Hamilton as well. Oh dear. 4 attempts short and Oscar Piastri. It's a bit iffy for Charles Leclerc. And the checkered flag is about to door for qualifying 1. Hamilton's up to 8th. Should be okay. Should be okay for Lewis Hamilton. Charles Leclerc up to 9th. Bit iffy. Bortoletto up to 13th. I think Sainz... Yeah, the 2 Ferraris are okay. I think the 2 Ferraris should be fine. As we see, Ocon, Toro Pinto and Tsunoda all trying to get out of the elimination zone. Ocon can't make it out, so Esteban Ocon is out. Toro Pinto does up to 15th, but I don't think that's going to be enough because Yuki Tsunoda is going to beat that time and move himself out of the elimination zone up to 12th. And I think that's pretty much it, in my opinion. We're just waiting for Hulkenberg now to set his lap time. And yeah, that's it. So, Toro Pinto, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Berman, and Jan Stroll are all out. I'm not shocked by that. Not really shocked by that, to be honest with you. Toro Pinto, the Haas drivers, they were expected to go out in qualifying 1. The Haas drivers never do well in qualifying, but they always do well in the race. Toro Pinto, once again, not impressing at all, especially when you see Perdazzi survive easily. Bortoletto survives by the skin of his teeth. So, yeah, I will put that down now. So, 20th will be on Stroll, which puts my prediction of Jan Stroll in qualifying 3 in the bin. 19th is Berman. '18th is Ocon. 17th is Hulkenberg. And 16th is Toro Pinto. Oh, why have I done that? Oh, fucking hell, just deleted it. What a mutant. Oh my god. I have to redo this again. Why does ScreenRad do that? 20th Jan Stroll, 19th Berman. 18th Ocon. I'll do it in the comments in a minute. Be patient. Hulkenberg. and obviously Toro Pinto. Oh, it's done it again. God's sake. There we go. White. Referee has been poor in this Fulham vs Chelsea game. Yes, I heard Fulham goal should have counted. To be honest with you, I wasn't even watching it. Yes, check the to scores, I see. Southend 2-1 up against Solihull Moors. Yeah, they should be beating Solihull Moors, let's be real. The crap. Oh, they got Andy Dyer. Southend got Andy Dyer up front. What a signing that is. Quality signing. TPR 2-1 up against Charlton. That's a bit of a shock. Well, not that much of a shock. Both teams are actually fighting for the same thing, survival. Tom Kevery in the mud as Cardiff are 4-0 up. This is why I was impressed by Cardiff when I did the Watchalong on them. Doncaster 1-0 up against Rotherham. The Peterborough Derby, Fleetwood are 1-0 up in the Peterborough Derby. 1-0 up at Barrow. What faces in Holloway and people? Swindon are 3-0 up at the Leaders Crew. What faces he in? But as I said, I know the Carlisle Watchalong is scheduled. I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee the Carlisle Watchalong will happen because just because I want to stay on my year of the fights. I do want today on my year device so I can do the watch on it. If not, then I'll have to cancel it and just watch it on my phone. Cause I do stream from my phone, and people be like, "Oh my god, you're a cheap merchant. Stream from your phone." Guess what? Nobody cares. How about that? So qualifying 2, so they're underway pretty soon. The 2 Ferraris came out straight away. So we will put the qualifying 2 tipper back on. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, but qualifying 1 of your Masons, not really a shock, really, apart from Lance Stroll with Aston Martin's developments in recent times. In recent races, I say, recent Grand Prix. So yeah, no shots so far. Because Lance Stroll, he did crash into the barriers as well, and the side pods looks like they had damage as well. So it was never going to go back out where it would have been some miracle if he did. If he did get back out. Obviously, it's more shorter this time. It's not going to be 18 minutes. It's now 15 minutes. While that's going on, I'll actually check the other starts. Actually, for day 8 now, I won. TPR just done 3-1 up against Shelton. Big win. That's a big win for TPR. Against, it's basically a 6-pointer for TPR against Shelton, both teams who expected their aims are going to be just to survive in the championship. But back to the F1, as the two Ferraris will now set their lap times. The first lap times, of course. Charles Leclerc has done purple first sector, 48.894 in the second sector, was purple then. But Hamilton has beaten that middle sector of his teammate. As Charles Leclerc does quickest with a 110.034, but Lewis Hamilton should respond with... Well, no, he doesn't. He does 110 slower than his teammate Charles Leclerc. Showing you a replay of Charles Leclerc. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's a fox. There's a fox in the box. There's a fox running across the track. What a cutie. I don't know why they just showed a replay of Charles Leclerc. I don't know what was the point in that. A bloody fox was down across the track. As we see, Lando Norris stuck behind the two Williams drivers in the pit lane. Plenty of time, plenty of time, in other words. Or yes, you want to be a Max Verstappen in the pit lane. Because Max Verstappen don't mess about. He don't mess about in the pit lane waiting in the pit lane behind all these cars. But Max Verstappen was at Abu Dhabi last year. He decided to drive alongside Alden in probably one of the most tightest pit lanes ever. And Max Verstappen doors on the pretty side to say, fuck this, I'm not waiting. Which was pretty mental, to be fair, seeing that. He's definitely a madman for stopping for doing that. As we see George Russell. I don't know how drivers do that bendy turn. Honestly. That must be that bendy turn must be a pain. Especially when you're steering as well. As we see Russell and Max Verstappen about to set their lap times. George Russell does three tenths quicker than Charles Leclerc's middle sector. Max Verstappen does 7 tenths quicker than Charles Leclerc's middle sector. This tells you everything about Ferrari, doesn't it? As George Russell sets a 109.636, but Max Verstappen's going to beat that by setting a 109.122. We're now starting, I think we'll now start to go into the 108s now, aren't we? Well, the two McLarens are definitely done being the two McLarens definitely done being a 108s. Let's be real. Oh dear. Lucky the car dialed away from Norris. Okay, I'll plenty of traffic here. But Norris sets a purple first sector, 23.474. As Kimi Antonelli does second quickest, Tsunoda third quickest, and Lawson fifth quickest, so the two Ferraris have dropped down already to 6th and 7th. But yeah, plenty of time yet, still plenty of time. I know 8 minutes probably isn't plenty of time, but still need to do another lap, all these cards. Zando Norris sets a 108.874 and does quickest in his qualifying 2 session. So Lando Norris will be safe. Pretty obvious. Lando Norris will be safe from getting eliminated from qualifying 2. But you just never know, do you? It takes one class and all of a sudden Alonso does 2 tenths quicker than Bortoletto. Bortoletto is in that final safety spot. As the two Ferraris swap down to the racing zone, and Alonso goes up to 8th. He needs to do another lap, Alonso. I'm afraid he's not safe yet. As Piastri set a 108.964, only 9 thousandths of a second off Lando Norris. Look how close that is between them two, Piastri and Norris. Charles Leclerc goes up to 4th. Will that be enough? 109.304. I think the two Ferraris should be okay. They do look better than Hungary, let's be real. As Hamilton moves up to 4th himself. Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc's 3 tenths above the racing zone. Lewis Hamilton's 4 tenths above the racing zone. I think they'll be okay. I think the Ferraris should be okay. Verstappen's team radio. That's dangerous from the McLaren. What the fuck? Which McLaren driver was it? Oh, fucking he's white. He's actually white, you know. Because if that McLaren driver would have turned even more, then the crash would have happened. So it was either Piastri or Norris who kind of got in Verstappen's way. Verstappen 2 tenths off Lando Norris. That used to be done. That used to be done in Formula 1. But now, that's pretty sure. 2 tenths. Alonso, Lawson, Sainz, Bortoletto and Dazzi are currently in the racing zone. We have got 4.5 minutes yet of qualifying 2. The drivers that are at Ritz are Alex Albon, George Russell, Yuki Tsunoda, Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar. I think the Ferraris should be okay, but I think the Ferraris will still want to go back out, won't they, just to be safe. Verstappen's safe. Piastri's safe. Obviously, the two McLarens are safe. The two McLarens should just sit in the pit lane. Because they're not done that eliminated. Verstappen's not done that eliminated. I can't see Hamilton or Leclerc getting eliminated despite how bad they've been this season. The Ferrari team. So it's from Isaac Hadjar downwards who are battling to get to Q3. And the notable name that is at risk really is probably George Russell. You probably put Fernando Alonso in there as well, just after Aston Martin's recent developments. It can be a bit of a shock. But then Alonso he's a racing driver, isn't he? I don't think he's ever did well in qualifying. He has certain lap times, but he is a race driver, Fernando Alonso. That's where he's best at. That's another bendy turn as well, isn't it? That's another bendy turn to start when you're doing to start finish straight. The final turn before start finish straight. But it gives you the fucking maximum power, doesn't it? It gives you the maximum power. Down there like a fucking rocket. Bit like IndyCar. It's a bit like pretty IndyCar, isn't it? With all these pretty big bendy turns. As George Russell is 2/10 slower than Lando Norris, first sector. Kimi Antonelli is 3/10 slower than Lando Norris, first sector. So it's all or nothing from Mercedes now. This is their only lap, the dot. George Russell is 2/10 slower than Norris in the middle sector. Antonelli 4/10 slower than Norris in the middle sector. Tsunoda 4/10 slower as well than Norris in the middle sector. But George Russell comes across the line only up to 6th. I don't know if that's a bit iffy. Kimi Antonelli goes up to 7th. He's definitely outwits, in my opinion. Yuki Tsunoda, he's at massive risk now of getting eliminated. Only stays 9th. Let's see what Dadsy, Sainz and Albon can do. As Dadsy only 6,000 of a second slower than Albon. It's all about this final sector now for Per Dadsy. As we look at Dadsy, Sainz and Hans's lap times here. And Per Dadsy only up to 10th. That ain't enough for Per Dadsy. So Per Dadsy's going to be out, in my opinion. As Carlos Sainz goes up to 7th, good gap. Good from Sainz. The two Ferraris are safe, as I predicted. Isaac Hadger, what lap time can he pull out? He's up to 7th. Albon's out. So it now remains Bortoleto. We still got Bortoleto, Alonso, and Lawson to set lap times to try to get AMS and songs. Sainz, Antonelli, Tsunoda are still at wits, but Sainz is now safe because Bortoleto can't get out of the AMS and so. Quite unlucky from Bortoleto that. Same lap time as Tsunoda as well. Exactly the same. Exactly the same lap time as Tsunoda. How unlucky that is. As Liam Lawson, brilliant lap from Liam Lawson to go up to 7th. Fernando Alonso, he goes up to 7th. He's in Q3. And yeah, got that prediction right, didn't I? About Antonelli and Tsunoda from the start of the stream. They will not make qualifying 3. I doubt it's totally won by Albon, but can't get them all right, I suppose. So 15th is Albon. 14th is Perdazzi. Put 14th there. Uh, 13th is Bortietto. 12th, Sonoda. And the 11th is Antonelli. Is the pressure mountain on Terry Antonelli's seat at Mercedes? And let's be real, Sonoda and Antonelli, Kimi Antonelli will get one more season at Mercedes, but Kimi Antonelli, he started off fine, didn't he? He started the season off quite well, but he's starting to feel it now, isn't he? He's starting to feel, yeah, this is pressure now, driving at Mercedes. Yuki Tsunoda is still battling with New North. Well, he's battling with Isaac Hadjar really for that Red Bull seat. And we've seen Isaac Hadjar get into qualifying 3. And Tsunoda get knocked out in qualifying 2. Full time, Chelsea 2, full nil. Vance Jeff. This should finish before the Carlo game. Unless it fucking gets delayed and someone ends up pretty crossing. A lot of people will scream. A lot of people will scream and shout about the phone disallowed. But there's 90 minutes. There's 90 minutes in the day. You could have still put that behind you and still ended up getting something. So it's not just PMing the referees all the time. Robbed. A big title like the football town studs. Robbed. Like to keep it. But we're now into qualifying 3, where it all counts. Who will qualify on pole? I think it'll be Lando Norris, personally. He's been looking comfortable throughout practice and qualifying. And I did say it'll be a circuit. I did say this circuit would suit Lando Norris because he won here last year, and already he's looking comfortable in the practice sessions and qualifying as well. But it's all about the race, though, isn't it? It's all about getting off that line in the race start, because Norris does have a weakness of not starting races very well at all. Not starting races very well. But let's wait and see who qualifies on pole. And Sainz, not a bad prediction. It's only Lance Stroll. It's only Lance Stroll and R1 who aren't in qualifying 3. Come on, get this underway. With all due respect, no one's interested in this interchange fouls. With all due respect, I don't know why F1 does this now. Yes, talk to the team principals. Who cares? Who cares? Let them do the job. Let them do the job. And these commentators are like, but we need to talk to them. We need to talk to the team principals and all that. And I understand people want that. I understand people want that analysis, but come on. Hey, that's cars are coming out. And obviously it's 10 minutes. Or is it 11 minutes? It's between 10 and 11 minutes for qualifying 3. I don't know why. They just have weird time limits. You know what? It should be 10 minutes for all the qualifying sessions. Dead their arse into deer. No, it's 12 minutes. Great. I'll just about make kickoff for the Carlisle game. Well, I'll just miss the kickoff of the Carlisle game last year. Because F1 is interested in talking to team principals instead and just getting on with it. But this is it now. This is it. What is going to be the top 10 for the race tomorrow? The Precious Mountain as well. The Pressure Mountain on the 2 title contenders. Well, I don't think Piastri will throw the presser. Because he is ice cold. I can't lie. So it's going to be Norris versus Piastri, isn't it? For maybe Verstappen, maybe in contention for pole as well. Because it's Max Verstappen at the end of the day. Can't rule him out. He always seems to get something from somewhere. Like the British Grand Prix, for example. Still ended up being the quickest man at the British Grand Prix against the 2 dominant McLaren cars. Obviously, he didn't win the race because that was expected. He won't win the race. But in qualifying, Max Verstappen ended up being the quickest at the British Grand Prix after having a shit car. How is that possible? As Piastri set a 108.662, he is on provisional pole. But Lando Norris, what is that time he will respond with? Oh, 108.674. So Piastri is on provisional pole until they set their second lap times. Oh dear, oh days, all my days. George Russell will come across the line now. He does third quickest with a 109.255. Carlos Sainz does fourth quickest with a 109.940. Fernando Alonso is next man to set his lap time. Does fourth quickest with a 109.938. It's the first time this weekend Lando Norris has knocked huntable. And Piastri's on provisional pole for the moment. as Charles Leclerc does 4 crickets. The next man to come across the line is Lewis Hamilton, as he does 4 crickets. Now it's the home man, the crowd favourite Max Verstappen. What can he do? He is 2 tenths slower than Piastri in the first sector. To be fair, Lando Norris is only 1,000th of a second off Piastri. Fucking hell. Look how close it is between Piastri and Norris. Bloody hell. As Verstappen does 2 tenths slower than Piastri in the middle sector. Still not bad though from Verstappen. Because, yes, we will. It is the McLarens who are going to be on the front row. Yes, we will. And yes, Verstappen pulls an absolute miracle out of the bag. And Verstappen does 3rd quickest. And with the time Max Verstappen's got at the moment, I think that's a good half time from him. And it's where I predicted Verstappen to be at the start of qualifying. Is in for that 3rd place. But we do need to realise, people, some of these drivers might have been on used soft tyres. So we'll see who actually improves in their second and final laps of this qualifying session. But it is Piastri who's on provisional pole for once. Also, Piastri, for the first time this weekend, has got an advantage over Lando Norris, even though it's only provisional pole. It's all about their second lap times now. Love it. Gotta love it. I love it. I'm loving it already. Loving it. The pressure and the tension. Both of them done toe to toe for the pole position. Oh mate, I can't wait. Can't wait for the 4-3 tomorrow. Can't wait for the 4-3 tomorrow. Doesn't matter who starts on pole out of the 2 of them. Can't wait for it. For once, Hamilton's actually, you know what? Hamilton's got an advantage over his teammate as well. Hey, some joy at that for Hamilton. Still mediocre though, isn't it? Still mediocre standards. So it's the current standings are Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadger, Alonso, Sainz and Lawson. They're still in the pit, yeah. I will probably miss kick-off for the Sutton Tarlow game while this is going on. But I'll only miss it by, 1 or 2 goals. Middlesbrough have beaten Sheffield United 1-0. What phase is Rob Edwards in, people? What phase is he in? 4 out of 4 wins at Middlesbrough after taking over. Just shows it doesn't take time, does it? Doesn't take time. Look, I was proven one about Rob Edwards. I thought Middlesbrough would be outside the playoffs start the season. But yeah, what phase is he in? Just shows it doesn't take time. Sheffield United having an awful season. Why the hell did they appoint Ruben Sells? They were better off keeping Chris Wilder. honestly, if they would have kept Chris Wilder, I actually would have still put Sheffield United in the playoffs. But no, they appointed Ruben Sells, who got sacked by Hull. Lando Norris qualifying form, 7th in Canada, 1st in Austria, 3rd, and rewind that, 3rd in Britain, 1st in Belgium, 3rd in Hungary. So, Lando Norris has won races though, not being on pole position, so it won't be the end of the world for Lando Norris if it doesn't qualify on pole. It's just a race start, isn't it? You don't need to get a good start against Piastri, because if you don't be behind Piastri, then off the line, then all of a sudden it's going to be a difficult task straight away. Especially when they're fighting for the title as well. But then it will be exciting. It will be exciting for the first couple of rounds, because DRS will come into play for Norris if he is behind Piastri. But we are on board now with Lando Norris. Oh, you can feel it already. You've seen both their half times, both in second, both their half times. 7,000 of seconds slower than Piastri in the first sector. But can also Piastri improve his first sector? He can by 9,000 of a second. But it's all about the rest of the sectors here. The middle sector for Lando Norris, he is quicker than Piastri in the middle sector. But also Piastri has been clever here, being behind Lando Norris. And Piastri has done quicker in his middle sector as well, as Lando Norris comes across the line. And he will not step pole position, as Lando Norris stays second. As Oscar Piastri can continue to improve on his lap time, and he doesn't. So it will be Oscar Piastri who will be on pole position. Lando Norris being second. On yes. Do you hear that, Sid? There's a man coming across the road in Max Verstappen and Madsen. As Charles Leclerc goes up to 5th. Only 5th position for Charles Leclerc. What about Lewis Hamilton? What can he do? He won't. Will he? No, he won't. No. Never mind Hamilton. He qualifies in 6th now. Max Verstappen is now the last man on the flying lap. 2/10 slower than Piastri. Russell 4/10 slower than Piastri in the middle sector. It is Max Verstappen though, people. It is Max Verstappen. Oh my days. Max Verstappen's done quicker than Piastri in the middle sector. Oh my god, Isaac Hadjar is up to 4th. What a lap time from him. Max Verstappen. Oh, he's done slower. He's done 2/10 slower than 2 McLarens, so. But Max Verstappen qualifies in 3rd. And Oscar Piastri is on pole position. So Alonso is in 9th. Alonso in 10th, Sainz in 9th. In 8th is Lawson. What a race we got tomorrow, by the way. That was a twist, wasn't it? Oscar Piastri. after Lando Norris was so comfortable as well in the practice sessions, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri went, hold that, I'm on pole position. Oh my days, it's gonna get exciting. Hopefully it does, anyways. I'm just typing out the grid for all you to see. Isaac Hadger, by the way. Shout out to Isaac Hadger, qualifying 4th place in the racing bulls. Hey, you're embarrassing. You're embarrassing, Ferrari. How embarrassing. Yet a young kid, Isaac Hadger, qualify ahead of you. They're embarrassing. They're embarrassing, Ferrari. Honest to God. Shithouses. Bunch of shithouses, the Ferrari drivers. Shout out to you, Hadger, though. Shout out to you. Shout out to Piastri as well. Putting that knife in. Putting that dagger in qualifying. We don't need that now. So this is the grid. Scroll. This is the grid. Obviously, the qualifying 1 Liam Masons are there. Qualifying 2 Liam Masons are there. Alonso starting 10th. Sainz starting 9th. Dawson in 8th. Hamilton in 7th. Charles Leclerc in 6th. George Russell in 5th. What phase did Isaac Hadger in, people? Qualifying in 4th. Max Verstappen in 3rd. Lando Norris in 2nd. Oscar Piastri putting that twist in the title race when Lando Norris was looking so comfortable, but Oscar Piastri was sandbagging and put that knife into qualifying pole. But it still matters in the race tomorrow. It's all about the race tomorrow because it can still be another twist in the race tomorrow, as we will see Piastri and Norris resume their title fight tomorrow. So massive appreciation to everyone tuning in, and I'll try and find the title there on the screen. If I can't find it, then I'll just watch it on my phone. Then I won't do the watch on. So, but massive appreciation to everyone tuning in, as Oscar Piastri puts a twist in the title race and qualifies on pole.